Now, even if we found oxygen and methane on a dozen nearby exoplanets, it wouldn't tell us intelligent life exists. For that, we need techno signatures. And here the challenge becomes even more daunting. On Earth, human civilization has been producing detectable radio signals. We started broadcasting radio in the 1920s. So our radio bubble, the expanding sphere of space where our signals could be detected, has a radius of only about 100 light years. The Milky Way is 100,000 light years across. Our radio bubble covers about 1/1,000,000th of the galaxy's volume. If another civilization exists in the Milky Way and they're at our technological level and they started broadcasting at the same time we did, the chances of our radio bubbles overlapping are minuscule. And that's assuming civilizations continue broadcasting for a long time. We're already shifting away from powerful broadcast radio towards fiber optics, satellite communication, and directed beams. Our planet is becoming radio quiet. In another H100 red years, we might be essentially undetectable to SETI-type searches. If most civilizations go through a similar transition, a brief radio window lasting only a century or two, then even if the galaxy contains thousands of civilizations, we might never detect each other because our radio windows don't overlap. There's also the problem of what frequency to listen on. The electromagnetic spectrum is vast. We've searched a tiny fraction of it at a tiny fraction of the sky for a tiny fraction of the time. It's like scooping a cup of water from the ocean and concluding there are no fish because you didn't find any in your cup. But despite these challenges, I think the null result is significant. We've been looking for over 60 years. We've surveyed millions of stars. If intelligent life were common, if civilizations were everywhere, we should have found something by now. A stray signal, an anomaly, something. The silence suggests that either civilizations are rare or they're quiet or they don't last long or they're doing something we're not imagining. You might object. You might say, Lenny, you're making Earth-centric assumptions. Maybe life doesn't need plate tectonics. Maybe it doesn't need continents and oceans. Maybe silicon-based life in ammonia oceans on a tidally locked planet around a dwarf star could develop intelligence just fine. And you'd be right to push back on that. We only have one example of life, Earth life, and extrapolating from one data point is dangerous. But here's the thing, we have to work with what we know. And what we know is that on Earth, intelligence required billions of years of evolution.